with that because I thought it was 1 to 50. I went.
Yo, who said devotion had to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, and I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around. Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report. First of all, I'm going to welcome WBGX to the station. As we head over to the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop will be 25 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 20. Over to the Edens, inbound from Deerfield to the Change will be 30 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 28. While the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 35 minutes, 30 minutes to Thorndale. On the Stevenson, it's a 39-minute drive from I-355 to the Dan Ryan and 31 minutes outbound. While the Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan will be 40 minutes, 29 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 16 minutes to the Loop, 13 minutes to 95th. On due Sabo Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson and back will be 7 minutes and 8 minutes north Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph. Today's weather. It is currently 43 with showers. Today will be a high of 46 with a low of 39. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now back to the Juan Takeover on the Maze Jackson Show.
Oh, they got 70, they got 70, they got the, oh, got to the grave, from the grave, back to glory. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please.
Oh my God, I have been saved. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back, y'all. As you can see, before I was by myself. Now, my family is here. So to my right, you got Maya Simmons. To my left, you have Jeremiah Johnson and Miss Tanasha Wilcoxon. So they are a part of One and Only, but they also have their own things going on. So in the show, with us being a takeover, like I said, I'm so just happy to be a part of people that are doing some great things. And so throughout the show, we're going to hook y'all up. We're going to hook y'all up with some cool stuff that's going on in Chicago, from the art world to the hotel world to the culinary world to the events world. So y'all might want to get y'all pens and paper out, and so you start writing it down so you can stay cool to everybody, because you are cool. We're going to make y'all cool today. We're going to make y'all, well, they be like, what's going on in Chicago? You be like, you can be able to rattle it off like boom, 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 and be able to attend some stuff that you probably normally don't even know about. So we, somebody said, oh, Carrie, hey, cousin Juan, looks like you got your, yes. Oh, I'm here. Good morning, Maya.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you?
Got our radio voice on.
Come on up to the mic.
Next thing y'all know, she gonna be hosting the late night show, talking about these are smooth grooves with Juan and Only. Y'all didn't hear that's how she came in with it.
You didn't know? This is Joe.
Yes.
Welcome back to the
Joe,
show.
keeping you in the know.
So, how was your morning?
It's still happening. Not too bad at all. Willie Wilson is out here giving away free gas, so the lines had a little bit of issues getting here. But other than that, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Sun's not out yet.
I mean, you got the full makeup
Child,
package
this
and
is my
everything.
5-minute beat. To all my female friends, y'all so bogus for not teaching me how to put up makeup. I have been putting that stuff on like lotion for the past year, and nobody warned me, like, baby, you might want to tone it down. It's all good, though.
What, you was layering it too much?
You in it? Yeah, nobody told me, like, I should not be able to do like this.
I didn't know.
I think Fashion Fair kind of be sending me off. Sephora, thank you so much. Fenty, thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
I'm learning.
So 5-minute beat.
Yep.
All right. Got the live. You looking live. Okay.
Come on real quick.
There you go. Boom. What up, Jeremiah? Mole and all. What's up? You got it's mascara mole. How are you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm doing good on this Thirsty Thursday.
This Thirsty Thursday.
You gotta call it Thursday.
Come up there.
We made it through
You said-
half of the week.
So that's why you call it Thirsty Thursday?
Yeah, because Fridays is flashback.
That's no flashback. I thought Thursday was flash. I don't know about his flashback.
On Thursday.
He gonna throw it back.
To Friday.
He wait till Friday.
I wait till
Do a
Friday.
flashback.
It's a Thirsty Thursday. Okay, it's a Thirsty Thursday. And wait, you going to where? Now, where are you going after this?
Bottles and berries.
Oh, what you doing over there?
I am a host, a wonderful host.
You're a wonderful host. You're a wonderful host over there.
Yes.
What you say happens with the house music sometimes?
Sometimes you forget you at work and you just, put a little two-step in it.
Back might bend a little bit.
You got it. Everybody we all new to this, so you got to make sure you talk directly in the mic so they can hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
There you go.
Cool.
Is this a G-rated show? I just don't want to say
No,
that.
you can say whatever. This is like the Maze show. Did you say is this G-rated? Do you know
You
Maze?
said speaking to the mic. Never mind. Yeah.
Wait, somebody said he looks like a young Samuel Jackson.
It's
Ooh, Wilson Coleman.
the hat.
It's the hat. Samuel Jackson. That's a new one.
Yes, he does. No, if y'all look at him from this angle, he
Oh,
does.
you
He's
do.
just a little lighter.
lighter. Look at there.
He's like, that's not what I was going for this morning. Or Huey P. Newton, but sure, I'll take Samuel.
You take Samuel?
I'll take it.
Did he do this for Samuel? And now we have Miss Tanasha Coxon.
Morning.
Good
Let
morning.
me follow instructions. and
Yes.
to the mic.
Miss Director of Sales.
Yeah, I missed the beat memo.
Oh,
I
who
missed
beat?
that.
Maya beat. We,
Beautiful and beat early. in
You
the morning.
beautiful.
They had
You
the Starbucks
Right, you
already.
fine.
I'm in here with a Gatorade and some lip gloss.
You're here.
she said she was a Gatorade lip gloss. You are naturally beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
Wait, you got some on your cheeks, don't you?
Right. She got
I had
this
to go
glow.
in the
She
mirror,
got a
you know.
glow.
I'm like, you glowing.
The 5
She's
minutes.
got
She
a
got
glow.
the tutorial. I'm in here, you know, with my little rouge on. Outside the door. It's all right. It's okay. I'm learning.
No,
too.
the funny part though, only because Maya was coming here, I'm like, in the car, I'm like, God, don't they put on a little eyeliner? Because she is going to talk about me and like, you could have at least put some eyeliner on. I'm like, it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's how we talk when we first got here. We was like, I be driving and putting out makeup. You be at the light.
Yes.
Got to put on a little mascara.
And you had to put that mold on the right place.
This is a signature for me.
That signature mascara mode.
Do you ever have to like take it off and start over again?
Of course.
Wait,
I'll be so mad.
Yeah.
Are you just?
wait a minute. He put the mold.
Do you
and
always
take
put
the
it?
mold.
Are you dedicated to putting it in the same spot, or do you switch it up sometimes?
It depends on the
Do it go on the other side of the face
No,
sometimes?
it never goes.
It's
It's
always
always
the-
on this
okay.
side.
That's
Oh, okay.
So the right side is the signature side. If nothing else happens, you're gonna always. It could be up here, but it's gonna be on this side.
It's gonna
Got
always
you.
be on the right side.
Always be on the right. Okay. Jeremiah mascara mode. Eminem.
Yes.
Mascara mode.
You love it.
So how, Miss Tanasha, director, so for those, tell them all about your hotel.
Oh my goodness. So as of January 26th, we opened the Emily Hotel, which is on 311 North Morgan in West Loop. And yeah, we're excited to transition. It was formerly the Ace, and now transitioning to the Emily Carr Hotel, the first one.
She's saying it like it's something simple. So if you guys have been to the West Loop area, there was a hotel called the Ace Hotel. Super cute hotel, great burgers in the restaurant, great rooftop. And Miss Tanasha, along with our friend Pete, was the opening team. And, through all her tenacity and all of her hard work and her being the boss that she is, she went from sales and now she's running the sales department over at the new hotel, which is the Emily Hotel, which is all about, she's an artist?
She's the most well-known modern artist in Vancouver. So she's a big deal in Canada. So it's like tying her to Chicago. And so that's my job, to help them thoughtfully enter the market and, tie her to Chicago in a way that's thoughtful and inclusive of the community and things of that nature. So that's important to me in my leadership.
Right. And speaking of that inclusive, tell them what you did with Ace Hotel that is transitioning to Emily as you say the word inclusive.
Oh my goodness. So I'm also certified diversity, equity, and inclusion professional. It was very important to me in these last 2 years to help my leadership understand like our struggles as minorities and our the things that we go through in systemic racism and how it happens and how you retain a team, and just helping leaders understand it's important to your bottom line. If you are connected to your community, if you sow into your team members, if you're a good person, if you speak to people like they're adults before any title, it will affect the way they work with and for you. And it's simple, right? Hospitality is simple.
Right.
So the concept isn't deep. It's just people, I don't know.
Right.
People tend to gravitate to things that are like them, right? So that's where unconscious bias comes from, because that's your safety.
Right.
That's why your growth is in your place of struggle, because it's an uncomfortable place. So you're not changing or, demeaning the person. You're trying to change the behavior.
Right.
You're trying to educate them, but you can't have empathy without education. So a lot of things, mentorship programs. Doing a lot.
That's dope. And people don't know that's huge in the hospitality industry. I mean, that's my base is the hotel. That's how I met Tanasha, and to see her going from Woo, baby, she would give a rate to a baby that just came out the womb and said, "Mama, I need a rate at the hotel." And I say, "All right, baby, I'm gonna give you a 129 rate."
Sign right here.
So to see her transition from literally, a coordinator of business travel, to see her now a director of sales at a hotel in downtown Chicago, basically downtown West Loop. That is, I can think of probably like 5 black directors of sales. I'm out the game of that, so I think it's probably down to 4.
Right. And
it's not many of us that was directors of sales. And to see, everybody always say when you're a mentor, you always want to see your mentee go further. And to speak to Tanasha, to see her go from being a coordinator / BT, because she was still in the coordinator phase when I met her, transitioning to a business, to see her running it, and then to be able to be on that corporate level with Ace Hotel, talking directly to the president. That was heights that I hadn't even gotten to. So to see her elevate to that is even the bigger achievement. And that's one of the achievements of everything with One and Only, is just seeing, you all see them, no matter what, they'll always come to my rescue. But they have so many other great things that's going on. Tanasha with Emily, and then Maya, we're going to go back over to you. You tell us about what you're doing now.
I wake up, I eat, I sleep. No. So I think I got this work ethic from Juan, having like 5 different jobs. It's quite fun though. So you normally have your day job. I have a lovely, boring government job that supports my habits of eating. But in addition to that, I work alongside a multi-hyphenate serial entrepreneur, Kendall Hearns. So we have Robotic Minds as well as the Art House, and we're also working on a book and developing some other things also. So the biggest thing that we have going on right now, we have our first group exhibition show, which will be April 7th through the 10th here in Chicago. So it is at, hold on while I read the post.
You got to read. Okay, wait. Do y'all got y'all notebook out? Because it's going to be some dope she finna tell y'all about.
Y'all like art? I know we kind of late getting into it, but April 7th through the 10th, it is Create, Destroy, Rebuild. It's our first group show exhibition. So it's featuring Hebrew Brantley, who is from Chicago, B. Robert Moore, Antoine Washington, Esteban Whiteside, Mia Lee, Delisha McKinney, Bianca Walker, AJ Ainscoe, Courtney Collins, and B. Novato. And that is going to be at 949 West 16th Street here in Chicago. So if you
repeat that address again,
949 West 16th Street here in Chicago. So if you go to the Art House, we're real fancy with it. So it's not
because you got to spell it.
You
got to spell it for them.
It is ARTEHAUS.
Spell it again.
The Art House. The THE. We kept that normal. ARTEHAUS.com. Or you can follow us on Instagram at same name, at the Art House, and all the information for the actual event is there. We would love to see y'all come out and support. It is a Black-owned business, of course. Mm-hmm. We've got a lovely colorful roster, not colored, but colorful roster. But this will be our first group exhibition.
And the artists are from not just Chicago; they're from all over. And tell them about what is the base of Art House? Like, what is it, so people can understand what that is?
So the foundation of Art House is basically creating that home feeling within art. A lot of times with art, we just see it as something that's like super fancy when you think about pieces, or you hear about like a Carrie James Marshall, or even in this day and time, like a Hebrew Brantley, if you're kind of just into it and it's more pop art. It just seems like a little pricey once you see it. A print might be like $1,200. Like, yeah, I ain't got that just yet. But there's still a way to collect, and you don't always collect just to look at it as an investment. Like, man, I'm going to get my return on this in a couple of years. But you can also just consider it like, I like art. I like having art in my house. So what we do is take the pretentiousness. I love that word. I overuse it quite often, but we take the pretentiousness out of art collecting. So Art House is an artist management firm, but we also offer interior design and consulting and curating services of sorts. So it's kind of connecting that gap, like especially for our people. are people, not art people, but you see a few of us that'll kind of be into it, but then some of us just feel like that's not for me. So that's what we want to do. We really want to welcome everybody in and make our house, art house, a home, and be in you all's homes, basically.
And I have to say, I just kind of got into art probably like the last 2 or 3 years, like really trying to understand it, and to see what Art House is doing is basically helping represent artists and making sure it looks like a collection and just get their names out more and stuff like that. I think is great what Kendall, Maya, and the team is doing to really take ownership of that to help excel art in this way. So kudos to y'all. And then she also, she talked about robotic mind. She's just rushing because Maya think y'all know about this stuff, but you might not know about it. So you got to tell them a little bit about what is robotic mind.
I was repping today.
She's repping, yes.
So robotic... No.
But
Robotic Minds is a clothing brand also started by Kendall Hearns, and it's been around probably for about a little over 10 years at this point. So the interesting thing is it used to be on 18th and Ruble. There was a physical location. So it was Niche Gallery. Shout out to P. Scott. He had his gallery in the front. It's moved since. And then there was a small showroom in the back that was Robotic Mind. So it's a clothing brand. They're all about this, which ties into the art house show. It's called Create, Destroy, Rebuild. So it's just this idea that we can always break these old confining molds and constantly reinvent ourselves. And that's something we should all just practice every day. Like you don't have to be this one way, even as some of us are trying to like break generational curses or just as we see things happening or we're constantly trying to rehab ourselves. That's just the motto of the brand. So you'll see a lot of sports culture that's involved with it, Black culture. So like this one is Rodman. Of course, he got like the pink hair, but we always do our little touch to it. So you'll see like that little robot head. In the near future, you'll kind of see it, whether it's spray painted, it might be tattooed, it might pop up in Jeremiah's mode, who knows? But the brand is well represented with athletes such as Andre Iguodala. We've seen LeBron in it recently. Like him and his team have been very supportive of the brand over the last 2 years. And we've just seen it grow exponentially. So I'm really excited about more people knowing about it. Like we feel
I even wore,
yes, Juan reps for us.
I be rapping,
Yes,
but I don't know what happened. I cannot find mine like that.
I ain't still this man. I
You sure? You sure?
this man.
You sure?
My our sizes are different. I promise you. Yeah.
Oh, I know our sizes are different. Our numbers are definitely different because I go up, and then I come down. But the funny part is that it's interesting because Maya and I, we're roommates. We've been roommates forever, and so at one point, one of my friends thought me and Maya was partners. When Gina, we were walking one day, and I'm always talking about Maya. Maya was cooking. Maya doing this. Maya doing that, and so. And then, I got a guy, too. And so the funny part, Gina said, she said, Maya's not your girlfriend? I'm like, huh?
But they supported this idea of Juan having like a male.
A male and a female.
Yeah, just
partner.
like, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
That's what you want to do? And my brothers have joked about it, and I just be like, oh, then I'm like, wait, people do
think that.
When the police came to the house, he was like, so it's you and your girl? I'm like, yeah. No.
Right.
My roommate.
I bet the neighbors be like, last night you forgot to close the shade.
What is that? Women of Brewster Place? Yes.
I saw you with all your nasty things.
I promise y'all, we do not sleep in the same room. We don't even share the same bathroom.
But the interesting thing to see is, and I'm so proud of it. I had to tell her is that
don't bust me out 100%.
No. Okay. To know Maya is to know that, like before, she would take like 20 naps, right? So to see her up working late as I am, and even some days later, it's like, okay, Maya, you doing all right, you doing your thing, and she be like, I am not loving this. But
you were saying that earlier, like you have to be in those spaces where you're uncomfortable in order to grow.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Oh no, you said
like literally hurt. Figuratively, it hurts.
That's what I said. Juan got us up at the leadership hour.
Right. It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. But then when you think about the payoff that you see when you're doing it, you don't understand it, and you're like, okay, people don't even know. Like with me, with even doing events, I'm like, why am I doing this? Yes. Why am I doing this? And then it's like, I get to enjoy it for maybe like 5 minutes, and then it's like, boop, back to the next thing.
Right.
But just to see that you made something happen for others, that they thought it was no way to make it happen, and just having a strong team behind you is the key to all of it. No matter in what you do, it's really the strong key. And people, the one thing I'm proud about One and Only is that it's so many event companies and stuff like that. But one thing I can say from the beginning, everyone that has been a part of One and Only is still a part of One and Only. Like every last one, except that girl when I said where's my intern, baby?
Where was she with you for all of 2
baby,
weeks?
she was with me for 2 weeks. That baby came to that festival with them booty shorts on. I was like my mom in church. If you don't go home and change your clothes.
We were all about diversity and inclusion at that point, and Juan was so excited to have this young lady on the team. We were all excited. She was super professional, like
super came.
We were dressed like this
and
for
she came with a suit.
This was iFest. She had on a suit. We weren't even dressed like that, and she showed up the day of, hair straight and flowing, booty shorts going, and then she got lost in the trailer.
She got lost in the trailer. So we
don't know what all favors she was doing
we
on
don't
behalf
know
of
what
Juan
she
and
was
Only
doing at
during
that
that time, but
know that was her last.
That was her. That was her last, first and last one. So
this is interesting. Somebody said, how does WGBX feel about this moral topic? But even as you mentioned that, like, I know morals is a big thing for your brand overall. Mm-hmm. Like, ain't nobody on our team ugly. Mm-mm. It's some fine women that are part of One and Only.
Oh, but it is.
But Juan has always made that clear. Like, we don't do all of that other stuff. You can't represent this brand with this. You have to come with morals. And Juan's interview questions.
Oh man, you survived.
Boy,
I don't.
There is
that
no
interview
shame.
Has no human resources guidelines. To
no,
it whatsoever.
no.
It is all Juan. 1,000%. Anything that will snatch your edges off is.
I don't play with my interview because the thing is, this industry either, like I said, either you're gonna make it or break it. And to be in this industry all these years, you have to ask tough questions because sex, money will mess you up. So, with my ladies, because they're all beautiful and stuff like that, one of my questions is, even with my guys, I'd be like, are you a hoe or do you have hoe tendencies?
Straight out the gate. It's like,
what's
your first and last name?
Question.
Okay, great.
Are you a hoe or do you have hoe tendencies? Because we don't even have to go nowhere. How you answer that question?
Not what do you like to do, not how you like to be managed.
Right, yeah, like what's your work
history? How did you find out?
I don't want to know that. Are you a hoe? Or do you sometimes think about being one?
Do you think about it? Well, it's in my heart, but God is working. Like, how do you answer that? What's the strangest answer you've ever gotten?
Oh, the strangest answer was this one girl. She was actually this girl. We were interviewing for a coordinator, and she was like, she's like, oh no, I'm not. And then so what she did was, and she kept talking about one of my friends in the industry, because I was more of a person that sat there and just listened at my interviews. So she kept talking about him, but she went back to HR and complained about me. She went to P. So then I knew she was a hoe, right? So then, to further my investigation, I called the person that she kept saying, oh, and I know him. And I called him. I said, hey, this girl, she keep mentioning you in the interview. And he said, oh, I don't know how good she is on a Saturday night. I mean, in sales, but she was a good Saturday night. But since she gained weight, you really ain't got to worry about her no more. Like, literally, that is what he told me. Like, literally. So that tells you that that's how men were seeing women. Like, if you in this industry game, it's like, I could be around you if we dating. I could be around you while we cool. But as soon as we not cool no way, a man, and this is just men, they can't separate. Women can separate business better than women can. I mean, the men can. And so, but with men, it's like, you're not affected. I'm gonna keep you out the crew now that I'm not messing with you. So in the hotel industry, I couldn't have my sales team or my coordinators messing around with my clients, because while things are good, they're standing up at the hotel. But when things go bad, they then go into the competition. Right. So I always told them, Maritez, I'm like, you get one. You better keep them. You get one.
So I'm waiting for us to work with Nas.
Yeah, Maya's is not.
She knows it. Like, I'm waiting for Nas. Michael B. Jordan, but I love him and Lori Harvey together. So Nas, he's getting close to 50. So Juan, like,
Yeah.
make the event happen. Jeez,
That's what
I'm waiting.
Your one
and done.
just going in my file
Yeah,
card.
one and done. Yeah, one and done.
Right.
So let's talk about Maya. You were saying let's talk about Harold Washington. I talked about him earlier, and you say something's going on April 15th.
Yep. So April 15th marks his. No, see, I know y'all just set me up. I was struggling with this word earlier. He'll be, if he was alive, he would be 100. I'm not going to even try to add the TH on it because I was speaking in tongues earlier. Like, yeah, it'll be his 100th birthday. Yeah, but it'll be his 100th birthday. So the city is honoring him. They're going to do some amazing events within Washington Park. So I just heard about it today on the news, but I think that's pretty cool. For us, or at least like with my age group, we just know the name. If you've been to Dusable, you see like the thing when he's there. But other than that, like there's not a lot that we know about him if our parents haven't been intentional about teaching us that.
Right.
So I think it's pretty cool. But also you mentioned the documentary.
Yeah, I think if they're doing that, it'd be dope. Like to have some type of part where they're actually showing the documentary, because I literally think that's something they should put in the curriculum for like schools, not just in Chicago, but all over US, because I think it will, if no matter what age, if you saw that, it was just like, you know, like when you watch in school, when you used to watch, like the astronauts used to watch things on TV and stuff like that. I think if kids, even young adults, even like our age, older, you couldn't do nothing but get motivated about when you see Punch 9. So April 15th, I think that's going to be like an amazing thing. And I think that's why, like at the event that we did, Meet the Family, I actually put the photo booth right with his picture, because I was too young to really understand his impact, but to see that and to see how, just not him, but see how the black people just joined together and nobody was, even though you was fighting, because it was so positive, you had to give into it. You get what I'm saying? Like it was polling places in the projects. Like it was bananas to see all those people come together.
That's awesome. You also have to think, like, as a parent, like I have 2 young daughters, and it's like I have to be intentional about teaching them this. Like, yeah, I know about Harold Washington, but they're 13 and 11.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know about that. You know, they're in this TikTok generation of, but that's my responsibility. So it's like, okay, we should. And you don't think about it as, you know, as adults, I don't know as much as I should know about Harold Washington. So I thought I knew, but I didn't know. Like how the 3 Eds, like how he was fighting literally in City Hall, like to get things done, and how government really works. Like just because somebody is labeled the mayor or someone is labeled the president, all the stuff that they have to get something approved, it's kind of like micromanaging in a way, you know? It's sad that like the history that we're taught is not like relevant to where we live, or you know, like you wouldn't know that. It's sad that you have to find this history, but not in history books. Or you're not learning this in school. Like why are our children not learning this?
And
in
why
school
shouldn't it be? You know,
Chicago,
right? And the thing is, like when you like, to me, I challenge like even colleges when you're saying history. Like why shouldn't that be a part of our history? It just shouldn't be talked about during Black history. But as far as the curriculum, I think it should be our history. It's the U.S. history, not just Black history.
We've got a lot of people under 30 that might get him confused with Mayor Lightfoot at this point if you put pictures side by side. But, like, we really need to be intentional about that. I don't even think we've realized that it was him, and then now we're with Mayor Lightfoot.
Right.
There was, I'm pretty sure there was no other Black mayor in between that. Like
Sawyer. Okay. But he was like the interim or something like that, wasn't he?
We don't think about that. Like, it's 2022 and we're still having years of first Black, first Black female, first female, and such and such. Like, that's crazy that we're still kind of behind in that, and we're not as aware of it. And we think we're progressing until you have those moments like Ketanji Brown Jackson, where it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like, wait, we've never considered this before. Like, we're still in these years of
2022, we're still in our years of first. Like, she is the first Black woman.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? And then she's only the 6th woman. No, is she 6? I think she'll be the 6th woman that's serving on that.
Some of these viewers mad amazing here with the accuracy.
Oh, it's okay. Let me tell y'all the difference between one and only and Maze.
Where is Maze?
We're not a political.
Maze, they don't have their facts.
We don't know.
Maze is
So help
off.
us
I saw
out.
somebody said tune out, yo.
So what's
Maze is probably watching.
Exactly. Tune out because you.
Maze, give us a thumbs up if we are doing halfway okay. I think he's watching. Tennille is watching.
You know, we're doing a great show to have not known we were doing this show. So whoever tuned out, deuces. See you on the other side, boo.
Maze come back in 2 weeks.
See you tomorrow.
Right, same time.
Same time.
And I still won't have makeup on.
We're gonna have Willie Wilson up here tomorrow, so y'all pull up if y'all want some free gas. Not at the gas station. We just gonna hand them out in little bags, like $5 bags.
$5 bag of gas.
Y'all can come if y'all want.
You get gas. You get gas. You get gas.
He said, "Be cool." Okay,
Y'all be cool. Okay, sorry, Maze. He still needs these followers once. Yeah, I get it.
Maze. So Maze saying I knew I
You
was
knew
doing
you were doing
the
the
show,
show.
but I didn't know I was doing the solo show. And then I'm so glad y'all showed up. And it'd be me reading half texts, oh, that's what he meant. I thought Vince Bass was gonna be my co-host. But Maya's my co-host. Is he really directing us from the
He
screen?
did. He said,
Oh, we love you too, Maze. We love you too.
Tennille said we're doing good too.
We're gonna listen to Tennille too.
Okay. Yep.
See, how he doing that in yellow? We learning. We
Because he runs the page. So.
Oh,
She's technology. Y'all are fine. Oh my God.
It's like a
How
prompter.
y'all got this screen here? What is this called? A television? Oh my God.
It's like a prompter. It is like a prompter. So now we talked about Harold Washington. Let's talk about what y'all like. I would love, I've watched May's show a lot. What is your take on Lori Lightfoot?
Hey guys, it's your mayor. No, there's a lot of progression there. I think just sometimes the things that we don't look at, if you can kind of separate the two, and I know that's hard because she's a mayor, but just being in this accepting space where we have our first Black, I know some people hate the word female, so woman mayor that's also gay, girl, you're an anomaly. She's coming with a lot at once. And we're just in this space where we're kind of forced to accept that. So I know some people may feel a way about her political decisions. I really like what she did for Black History Month, just honoring different entrepreneurs throughout the city. But even just bringing a quirkiness to some of y'all. Did y'all see how she was dressed up for St. Patrick's?
Yes. With that little.
and I'm mad at them for putting that.
But I just wonder. Let me tell you what I love about Lori Lightfoot. She don't care. She has not gotten a stylist. She hasn't gotten any of that. I am who I am when it comes to this dressing. So
somebody help her in that space.
she has never had a stitch. She has never had a crease.
A good lining.
But that's y'all.
But I love it. I love it.
Some of y'all know her. I know y'all do. Don't let her represent. Y'all be so mad about everything else. Why ain't nobody pissed about how she dresses? That is not Chicago.
That's because you're a fashion person.
That is
Nothing
not,
wrong
but
with
that is not.
K&G.
She's looking like, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, Jewtown. There used to be these
Those
suit
K&G
stores over there
suits.
before K&G. It was like a place over in Jewtown where you could have credit with them. If I have 3 older brothers, so my mom was in there getting church suits for them. It looked like she had a good line of credit with them before they went out of business. Just give me everything in here, guys. I'm going to take. That's what it looks.
Why you do that voice?
Because that's her voice. She'll be like, hey, guys, it's your mayor.
This is why I love it. I love it because she is authentically herself. I know it may not be,
Tennille said she has a couple of nice suits.
I love that she's just hey, this is me. That's what she comfortable
Who
in.
styles Hillary Clinton? Get her on the phone.
But see, I don't want to be tight fitted.
No, I just want. She looked like
You should send us some gift.
I'm gonna stop.
But I have to say, but this is what I say. Like, I'm not a person, like, I look at the good, and this is what May's always say. Juan's always looking at the good. But I have to say, especially during COVID, it made me pay attention to grants and pay attention to things like seriously, right? And so what I started to see is before Lori Lightfoot, there were like people would get on TVs with all these grants and say they gave all these grants to Black people.
You heard about them after the fact. You didn't hear about it as much before.
Yeah, or no, I heard about them before, and you'd be like, yes, you see all the, like when Mayor Rahm Emanuel, and then what you find out, if they gave 20 grants, only 2 of the projects will happen, is because like what's going on with me is that you give these grants to people that like they go through all these hoops. But with Rahm Emanuel's program, it was like, in order to get 250,000, you had to have 250,000. So on TV, you like, yeah, you getting these grants. But then when you start digging into it, if you're a small business, what small business has $250,000 to give?
That's
You get what I'm saying?
asking for it.
Right, that's why I'm asking for it. So you saw on TV, a lot of them get the grant, but a lot of the projects didn't happen, right? And then even with me, I got my initial grant with Rahm Emanuel. It was like, I have these dreams and aspirations. And what people don't understand, a lot of the Black dollars went with me. My money, it was my money. I didn't really, the seed money was me. So I was lucky enough to put $150,000 down on my project, but everybody doesn't have that, right? Shut up. So anyway, I'm saying that because
So we're gonna get some breakfast.
But wait, but what I'm saying is that. But then when I got into the project, I didn't know about general contractor, so I got used. I didn't know about architect, so I got used. So I was spending even more money, almost $125,000. I got a contractor that pulled my roof off without ordering another roof to basically swindle me. You don't learn those things, right? So the one thing I can say about Lori Lightfoot, and it's not just Lori Lightfoot, I'm just saying it's under her administration, but I think with me being able to talk directly to the people at Department of Planning and be transparent about it and saying, and people also saying, I don't have $250,000. I've seen a lot of grants that she now has approved to make it where the projects can actually happen. And then this last grant, the Chicago Recovery Grant, that grant is the business. Like literally, $250,000 now don't really do too much for a project. But now, as a small business, if you're like ready for something, whether you're renting or own it, you can now go from 250. Even if you got 5,000, you need 5,000, but up to $5 million. And I know people that I've been trying to say, stop going up north, stop doing this, do stuff in our community, to know that they're getting like $2.5 million in grant dollars, $2 million, and they gave up hope, like to see it. And then they're also putting a pathway to make sure they get these funds, and even with the grant, they redid the grant, the $250,000 grant, where you don't have to put that much money. So to me, all I can say is under this term with her, I've seen more grants and more opportunities given with less red tape, and also some structure behind it to make sure the grants that are given, the projects are completed.
Right.
So I got to give her credit on that. That's what I need to say.
Tanil suggested that they do the press announcements after the people have actually gotten the money, not contingent upon another set of criteria.
100%, Tanil. I definitely agree with that. That's what I was saying. Like before, it was, they got it. But I think they don't learn all the nuance until after you get that letter. You're like, I got this grant, and you up there with everybody. But I think now the way it's structured, like I love Bridget from Soleil. She got that. I love Bridget. She got the grant, and we met at an event, and so to see her get the 250, but to then now see her path was different than my path. They now do a training, like they do a whole training. They make sure that you have the additional funds. They now give you money ahead of time. Before, you had to complete the entire project before you got the money. Now they give them out in increments, which is good. Then if you have the support of the aldermen, like shout out to Alderman Michael Scott, shout out to Alderman Irvin, shout out to Alderman Sophia King, Pat Dow. Like there are some aldermen, Tyler Farrell, I have to give a shout out to him because there are some aldermen that really want to support and do. And I'm saying those because I've seen what they're trying to do in their neighborhoods and have been supportive of so much that's going on with change and making sure blacks are included. So shout out to all of them. But under Lori Lightfoot, I got to say that.
Somebody said, be careful. You're talking positive about the mayor. That doesn't happen here.
I'm sorry. I know. This is the Joe Show.
Now you know with Joe.
I know. Mays be like, Juan always find the good in everybody.
I don't know who said the comment about Jeremiah looking like Samuel, but that's why I'm more so looking over here.
So you
Because
wanna
I'm
look
waiting
at
for him to just bust out with an MF, or I'm tired of all these damn snakes on this goddamn way. Y'all should not.
It's
Right,
really
we should not.
constant out, but,
Well, we're about to go to break, so stand by for the Joe Show with Mays Jackson. Right back at you.
The Mays Jackson Show will be back after this break. Mays Jackson.
Cole, you on the Mays Jackson Show? What's up?
Hi, this is Katie. How are you?
Hey! Okay, hold on. I'm going to make an official nomination right now that we make Katie the new president of the phone club. Riis, can I get a second from you, man?
I second it.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. Everybody tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. If you vote that Katie should be the new president of the phone club, please signify by saying aye. The ayes have it. Congratulations, you are now the new president of the phone club. Katie from Ashburn.
We did it. You're going to be the next president.
How you doing, boss lady?
Fine. Thank you. I accept that nomination. Thank you.
All right. You got drafted.
Mays Jackson.
It's the Mays Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Mays said, we out of here.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay this fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there?
Maya was like getting with it, like, which y'all don't know too. Maya and Lele, they sing.
We're
too.
forming a girl group.
They're forming a group. They was all
Jeremiah's
in.
going to be our choreographer and style.
Yeah, you put me right in the back. I can do oohs and ahs.
So we have to welcome our newest member of the Joe team, and she's just arrived, Miss Lele.
Hi. Yo, I didn't know I was doing this. I'm so nervous. Oh my god. Y'all gonna hear a lot of accent because I'm not from here.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
She's from Brazil, and you are where are you at? Well, you're about to graduate in a little while, right?
Columbia College, yeah.
And what are you studying?
Musical theater and marketing.
Yeah. Look at come on with the effects. Yes. So our Lele, this is the funny thing about Lele. So one of my things is that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like really do a job search. And so the funny thing about Lele is that we did an interview, and tell them about what you thought. Like,
to be honest, I didn't know what I was signing up for. I saw a posting, and I was like job hunting, and then I just like put in my resume for a bunch of stuff, and then I got like an email. I was like, oh, I have an interview, but let me see what One and Only is about, because I didn't know. And then when I did an interview with her, I was like, oh, okay, that's what she does. She's the
So the funny part is that, so to know me is that I think everybody, when I first brought them on, nobody had like a training. It was just like on the job. And so Lele, what did you, when I first texted you your first assignment, what was it?
She was like, hey, you free to go to LA? And I was like, oh, okay. In the first week, what we doing? And then we went to like this cool event, and it was just like a roller coaster. I was just like, okay, I gotta know, because there was no training. It was just like right in.
All on the job training. Did you cry?
Inside.
Inside. Yep.
It literally, like, we didn't sleep. So what the event was, so one of the things is that as One and Only grows, I want to be like literally sitting down with clients that I've had throughout the years, and shout out to Keenan, who's been a huge supporter of One and Only. And I literally had a conversation, and I spoke it into existence that we want to start doing bigger events on a bigger scale, as far as even for the smaller events. And so out of nowhere, we end up getting the opportunity to fly to LA, and Keenan allowed me to bring the team, part of the team down. And Lele had just come, and it was just her spirit was just so in line with One and Only. And she is a beast at the social media. So if you guys been watching the One and Only page and all that kind of stuff, that's all been Lele. And when you saw the first clip of the event that we did in LA, which ended up being during Super Bowl, so it was our first Super Bowl event, we did Sweetie's brunch. And from that, like literally, it kind of just set the tone for 2022, is that we literally got in so many publications. We even got in Biz Bash, which is like kind of like the big deal when it comes to events. We end up getting published in that as well. So it was like all hands on decks. And I know, like, while we were there in that house, y'all couldn't sleep. But then to see all of the positive that came from that event, I hope after that you saw when you were
definitely. I definitely saw. That was like a big training. It was like an immersive experience. I was like, okay, now I know what I put myself in. I don't know if I'm scared or if I'm grateful or both.
No. That's the perfect description. I think my first event was the Common Ground Foundation. It was their first gala with Dr. Maya, with Kiki Palmer
and Sherry
Shepherd. And it was like 2 weeks out, and we saw each other at the gym. You're like, oh, you can help me with my event? I'm like, yeah, girl, whatever. She's like, no, like, it's a big event for real. Like, oh, okay. That event, I was okay. The second event, I was crying under the stairs having my first panic attack. Because there's no way to prepare for that type of stuff until you're just thrown.
There's no training for it. You literally got to be thrown in. I got to say shout out to Maya, because Maya, like, when you work that closely with me, so the people that probably worked that closely with me was probably Maya and probably Janito, probably the close. But you were like one of the first. Like, I mean, to see some of the events we pulled off, and y'all know there was no training book. We were just literally going. It was God literally directing us on what to do. Because when you see Dwayne Wade, Chicago Has Talent, to pull that off, it literally was like in my head how I envisioned it, and God just had his hand on all of that.
Thank you, God.
And God had his hand on Maya, because that time with them radios.
I was gonna lay hands on me
with
those radios. I might have been like 26, 27 around that time. Like, I've never been heard so many cuss words in my life.
So you
And
cried.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you asked
outside.
me.
Not even, I couldn't even hold it in. I literally, there's like this small little space in Chicago theater. Like it's under the stairs. And I just took my laptop in there and did my work and cried while I was doing it.
And the thing about it is that the radios were always, like, I literally called Maya. She was on her way. And I was like, Maya, because you got Chicago theater, so you have to have radios, right? And I'm like, the radio, I didn't think the radio was there. And I was going off on Maya. I'm like, and her dad was in the car. What her dad said?
I was crying and smiling at the same time. So she's like, "You ruined my event. I don't believe this." Blah blah blah. I'm like, my dad was like, "You need to find a real job." I'm like, "This is a real job." But at that time, like, Juan may have been one of the first entrepreneurs. Like, I grew up knowing a few, but to actually see it and to still see her, like, having a full-time job, at that point, you were just leaving one space because you knew, like, it didn't work out. I have other things that I want to do, and this doesn't align with it. But to see you in that space, I had never seen, like, a Black entrepreneur, but then also to see all these different areas that we could be in within event production, even doing festivals. Like, I didn't know they had somebody to do. We just look at everything like it just magically pops up. But now we'll go to a baseball game and I could care less about the score. I'm trying to figure out who actually coordinates all the videos, who's doing the recap, who's running the cameras, like that whole production side of it. So I do appreciate you for opening our eyes to that, to seeing all these different roles we could do, because I want to be a basketball. No, I'm kidding. No, but I do appreciate you for that and allowing us to see so many different minorities within business, and not just seeing them like struggling to start a business, but excelling in it, and how there's always that community component that kind of ties everything into it, where the people that you're working with are also family. It's not just I'm gonna connect with you because I know you could do something for me and we're networking, but it's really intentional. Like, okay, we're gonna build together. Everybody is always pulled along.
Yeah. And I think that goes to the point is that with us, we're always trying to bring other people to the fold, and like, because living on the West Side and seeing, I think, like, to your point, seeing people that look like you do this, right? And what I always said is that I want to make sure we're doing whatever effort we can do to make sure people see greatness beyond the front, on the stage, in the pulpit, on the drug dealers, and celebrities, right? So what people don't know is, like you said, to your point, what a producer is. What are stage hands? Like, careers that you can make really good money. And we were doing it, like, I was making pennies, but because I just believed in it, and to know, like, people like Dwayne Wade, Common, Kanye gave us a shot. Like, that was nobody but God that gave us that shot to come out the gate with those kind of clients. And they still, you know, they took care of us as far as, you know, I wasn't like, I was still working my full-time job, but it was just like, I just always wanted my team to know that I was grateful. And because of that, you know, we had our retreat, and to see that not only do I want them to continue to give to me, but we want to give to their careers, you know what I mean? To see each other successful and stuff like that. So, you know, that's one thing that, if anything, with One and Only, we always want people to see beyond the camera of what you see and stuff like that. Hot tamale taco Joe. I don't know what that means.
We don't care. But Maze asked, when was the fish fry coming back?
The fish fry is coming back this year. And so people who don't know, every Black Friday, we always have a karaoke and fish fry, and Jeremiah does his
Mr.
performance.
Happy
it ain't just me. You know, Maya's one of the.
I will lay on the floor and give you a little Whitney Houston, but Jeremiah,
Oh Happy Day. Y'all got to hear his Oh Happy Day rendition. But, you know, to see these events coming back, like we have the fish fry that's coming, that's always Black Friday. And then, because our summers are so crazy, we, you know, like when you go to your barbecues and stuff like that, you know, after you eat that first plate, you're like, I don't want no more barbecue anymore. So you might want a bone or two, you know, as my dad say, give me another bone. But I think the thing about it is that with us, how this, I was like, man, because we are foodies, we love to eat our food. It was just like, can we, think about, all these chefs we know, can we switch the food out every 2 hours? And so what ended up happening is we started this thing called Our Taste of Chicago. And with Our Taste of Chicago, what we do is switch out the chefs every 2 hours, and then we have some of the best bartenders, and it's just a great time. Then we have live music, bands, and everything. So it literally has become a thing. So this year we're definitely bringing back our Taste of Chicago, and then we're also bringing back the fish fry. Which those are all like our personal things that we definitely thank everybody for, from clients to family, friends, and things of that sort.
That's got to have a golden ticket to come. Everybody's not welcome.
We have security too, babe. We got to have security at our events because safety's first. Mm-hmm. You be like, oh, I'm gonna just go over to this family reunion. No, you can't just come to a Joe party. But we're gonna talk about some that you can be invited to. Definitely. So Jeremiah, tell us how Batter and Berries and all what you're doing, because you do double things too. You do. Tell us about what you do.
I do. So I work at.
Look how you got so serious.
Go ahead, Samuel.
Change his posture. Now we're talking.
I wish we could have moved this mole around throughout the show.
But yes, I'm a host at Battles and Berries. So mostly I work on Thursdays and Saturdays.
So come see him, y'all.
Yes.
Come see him
Pull
on
up.
Thursday.
Come pull up on me. Go pull up on me. And I also have a Golden Heart. I also do home care for clients.
Yes.
I've been doing that maybe 1 or 2 years.
Okay. Tell them about your role with Joe.
I'm a floater.
So Jeremiah is not just the floater. Jeremiah is our entertainment.
He is definitely our entertainment. I remember the one event we were doing for BMI in Atlanta. So we were doing this gospel event in Atlanta. And Mike, tell the story who I have.
Yes, that's his serious voice. He cursed people. Somebody asked us he cussed people out.
Not professionally.
So Jeremiah is a ball of energy at the end of the day. But at this event, it was a gospel event. So you got like your Kurt Franklins, you
Donnie
never would have made it.
Shirley
Your Marvin
Caesar.
Sapp, all of that coming through. So we have to be a bit more reserved. But it was gospel music playing or like light R&B. Yeah.
A gospel house movie.
And
right.
Jeremiah could not keep still. And Juan had a prep talk like, Jeremiah, do not be up in here dancing. You cannot drop it low.
You cannot drop it. You cannot
that
drop it
little
high.
leg was just
that little shaking. He wanted to drop it.
Not contain himself. And it was, I think Donnie McClurkin walked in. You might have a little pop in your back at that point.
I was sitting up there, don't you drop it. Do not drop it. You cannot drop it at this gospel event. He was just shaking like
we had Megan these before we knew what they were.
Man, yeah.
But he's getting a little older now. Now when he drop it, you got to take a pill.
Oh, but I still can get it down like Megan.
Show it.
Oh my God. He's shaking his ass.
He said, there
Y'all can call in. Look, call in with your request for
Jeremiah Dance School. If you need to call in, you can call us at 872-259-7474. We actually want to hear from y'all. 872-259-7474. So while we're doing this, as we're talking about events, let me tell y'all, like, I am to know us. I was raised in church. Pretty much all of us have. Mm-hmm. I mean, all of us were raised in church and stuff like. And I think that's probably a common thing too, is that we all keep God first. And I think I always say, give me a spirit of discernment. I am very picky on the one and only team. But to talk about that is that we're like so busy and so grateful. We just did an event for Black History. Hold on, what did that say?
But we had an amazing, it's almost time to wrap up.
To bye to that. Oh, say bye to them. We're leaving them. Oh, so we got to say bye to WBGX. All right, WBGX, we're saying bye to you all. Have a good day.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
So anyhow, let's talk about some of the events that we'll be doing coming up in this year.
Yes.
So let me tell you about one of the coolest ones. So All of them are cool. So this year, there's going to be a thing called Celebrate Rosé.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be June 25th. It is going to be, if you guys seen Voove Click, like how they do the things where people are dressed really nicely. But this event is going to be on 39th and Lakeshore Drive.
They can still be fancy.
Definitely be fancy. Y'all better come out fancy. And it's Moet. Moet is going to be the sponsor, and it's going to be so nice. But it's called Celebrate Rosé, and it's going to have live entertainment. We're going to have some big names there. It's also going to be, of course, with us, we always got to put our Chicago artists on the stage as well. I hate saying local because if you these words have power. So I love to say we're still going to put our Chicago artists because they're going to be known all over the world and not just local. Speak power in your words. And so that's going to be one. Lele had the list out. Lele, start going down the list.
Oh, my God.
She did, yes.
She pulled out the list.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
So, June is going to be our biggest month.
Yeah.
We are so busy, but that's so good. We have Summerfest. We have Heineken.
Yes. So let's talk about them because you know what they are. They don't. So Summerfest, that is with the Swain family. They're doing basically the Hyde Park Brew Fest has gotten bigger and better. So it's going to be on Midway Palliance. And so that's going to happen June 11th and 12th. And we're actually bringing the Heineken Red Star there to that event. And, so go buy your tickets because that one's definitely going to sell out. That's going to be June 11th and 12th is going to be that one. And then we have, right after that, we have the Summerfest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have Summerfest that we just, that's Summerfest. Then we have
Black. We have
the black one. The black that we can talk about that later. But then we have.
Let me see. The Stellar Awards.
Stellar Awards. Well, no. Oh, then Ray Beatty and Bishop Apostle Wilson. They're doing the process.
Willie Wilson. Oh my God, I love him so. No,
they're doing the transition of the pastors.
Oh, yeah,
so we're working with them. Ministry. Yeah, we're working with them. That's going to be August 24th. We're doing the 24th piece of that, where it's going to be the pre-show before they have their concert at House of Hope.
Awesome.
And then, so there'll be a pre-show outside, and then we're doing a pop-up museum for that event. So that's going to be June 24th at House of Hope. Mm-hmm. We also, in May, I'm just going to jump back. In May, we're doing the Black Honors Awards. Mm-hmm. That's going to be with Mr. Jackson and Jennifer Jackson. We're doing that. I think that's going to be featured on BET. So we'll be working with that to do the party as well as the red carpet.
Association that they're connected with, just for those that don't know.
They're connected to the Stellar Awards. Yeah. And so then off of that, we'll be going to Atlanta. Stellar Awards is moving to Atlanta in July. So we'll be doing July. We'll be working with the pre-show. We'll be doing the red carpet experience and a couple of the after parties for that during Stellar Awards. Then we also have
Heat Wave.
Oh, Heat Wave. Heat Wave we were still trying to figure out, but I do know we're doing... Oh, no, Heat Wave is happening. That's going to be in July. That's a festival that's going to be more EDM music. That's going to be July 15th. We also have Lele graduating.
Oh, my God.
May 13th.
Let me tell you, she's making a whole party out of this.
The CD is coming out. I don't know where it's going to be, but we're having our
biggest event is going to be my graduation for sure.
So that's May 13th. We also have, and so one and only working with DKs, we're doing Lollapalooza again.
Yeah, so this will be our
second year doing Lollapalooza, and we're doing an opportunity for Chicago artists. So we do it on Sunday on the big stage. So we're doing that, follow that. We're also doing Go Next Fest, which is a teen fest that's by True Star. That's going to be in July. We're also doing Inglewood Music Festival. I'm bouncing because that's going to be September. When is that? September 17th.
Yeah.
September 17th. Mm-hmm. We're also doing, we're doing a lot. Jeez.
A lot.
What else is going on over there?
A lot. There will be some other Heineken events throughout the summer that people can attend.
Yeah. A bunch of Heineken stuff that we're doing.
And if y'all feel like, oh my God, it's just too much, you ain't get it all in your Palm Pilot, follow One and Only Events. On Facebook, on Instagram. We post everything there. Don't be the person that sees the recap video afterwards.
Right. Exactly. Stay tuned now so you can attend our events.
Yeah. Want to be there for them. And even working.
Yeah, because we have opportunities to work the festivals and all that good stuff. I'm trying to think of like what's some other ones we're doing.
We're doing Arc Fest.
Oh, Arc Fest. That's over Labor Day weekend. That festival was popping. Like all of them were popping. Inglewood was popping. One thing we've been big on is doing more stuff on the west side and south side. So we're happy to be collaborating with DuSable Museum, and we'll be working with them to do the music series. And there's the Do Summer, that is the outdoor space that they basically renovated about probably 2 or 3 years ago. So we're working with them. So we'll be reaching out on Facebook to actually see if you have any ideas or you've been wanting to do something in the neighborhood. You definitely can do that. So that's going to be kind of cool, doing some dope stuff in DuSable. So we already got some stuff slated for that we're going to be bringing there. And that'll be probably 2 or 3 times a week. And, DuSable has all been known for their jazz. So we're definitely going to keep the jazz. There's a big Latin flavor that's going on. So we're going to be doing the things that work very well.
Layla's supposed to be teaching me samba.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bring the Brazilian flavor
to
one and only.
Yes. And then we also and then we're doing some stuff even outside of the events. Like the good thing is that we're also working with hotels. So we are actually at the Royal Sonesta Hotel. So the Sonesta hotels have taken over 3 hotels downtown. So Juan and Only is actually representing the Royal Hotel downtown on Wacker. So anything entertainment, sports, or anything, we'll have a person there that pretty much, if you have a need for hotels, it's a 4-star. It's gorgeous for your parties, for your events, for any of that. We have that going on as well. What else?
We're going to California too, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to. We'll see with that. With
we'll
Soul Boom.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
we
cool.
got some other stuff that's like TBD and stuff like that. So we're going to come back, and if anybody have to call in, 872-259-7474, and we will be back after this.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
What's in it for the black people? I want to know, is there an offensive black people list? Who manages it, and do black people have to honor it?
Maze. You're Uncle Tom. That's why you're an offensive. And the reason why you're Uncle Tom is the real story of Uncle Tom. How he worked for his freedom, and then the slave master reneged on him and wouldn't let him get his freedom. So you know what he did? He left. You're messing with the church's money. You were smart enough to work your way off, so you offended the white folks, and then you offended the black folks because your ass left, and because they wouldn't. And who manages the left is both black folks and white folks, because if you see in that situation, the black folks is just as mad as the white slave owner that Uncle Tom left.
What happens if you say that and someone gets offended?
You ran off the plantation, brother. That's why you're offensive. That's all I got, brother. Keep being offensive.
Thank you.
Maze Jackson.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gon' tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero, I call it terrorism. And that's on the real, you know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero, I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah, George Floyd got justice, Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday, man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism. 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 Terrorism.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
If you ain't trying to help us, don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Ty, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve wrong.
Welcome back to the Maze Jackson Show with special guest, the Joe Show. And we're here, you know, it's so funny. Like I said, we've been transitioning all morning, each break. So now I have Miss Lele here. Yay. It's me and her for that home stretch. And it's so interesting that Lele is from Brazil. So over the break, I was asking her, hey, what do you want to talk about? And you said you wanted to talk about the culture and the community. What do you mean by that?
I feel like when I came to Chicago, I didn't know what I was signing up for. First, it was, oh, okay.
You could just move it closer.
Okay. Okay, perfect. As I was saying, I said that when I moved to Chicago, I didn't know I was signing in for it because I didn't know how cold it was. I come from a country that is so hot. So it's just like I didn't really know what to expect. And of course, like when you move to another culture, you feel kind of, well, am I going to adapt and everything? But as I was saying to Juan, I found myself, because I'm Afro-Latina too, so I found myself within the Black community. I felt like a proximity with my Brazilian community. So I was like, let's just talk about that and how y'all make me feel welcome and part of this culture, even though I don't speak English.
Well, you just learned to speak English. You started 5 years ago? You didn't know how to speak no English.
Yeah, I mean the basic, but right. When I moved here, the first 6 months, I had headaches every day because I was just trying to understand how you guys talk. And because learning a new language is not about just the language itself, it's also about culture. Because I mean, I knew how to say hi, bye, what's up, but I didn't know how to communicate. So when I came here 5 years ago, that was like a struggle for me, but I think I'm doing okay now.
No, you're doing phenomenal. I'm still trying to learn English.
And that's the thing though, because then I realized, because I'm a person that likes to get it perfect,
Yeah.
and then I realized I don't have to say perfect English, because not even Americans do that.
Right.
So I was just like, okay, I feel as long as people can understand me, I'm fine with that.
Right. How was your first winter?
Oh my God, yeah. To be honest, I went back to Brazil. I couldn't handle. I went to visit my family because I was like 20 degrees. No.
Because what is the weather normally in Brazil year round?
It's like around 75, 80 all year.
All year long.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. So you're loving Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And with Juan and Only, what have you been doing? What is your experience? Like, what can you say from your experience? And you just came on in February.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe it passed so fast. But I feel like I've been here for I don't know years. That's crazy. Yeah. So I do social media. I'm social media coordinator for Juan. And basically, what I do, I follow the trends. I see what's happening in the social channels and try to communicate, because social media is all about communicating. And I think my job at One and Only is translating what happens in the live events digitally, so you can attract the people and they can see what we are about, Mm-hmm. But yeah, just like amplifying what we already do live.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something that we, as I was looking, where can we amplify? Because what we've always done is with all of our events, they've always had their separate pages. And so this is something for you all that are entrepreneurs, is that you can probably be helping other people do other things, but you have to make sure what we were doing. And because we're more of a B2B company where we talk business to business, but there's such a need for our consumers when they're like, oh my God, Juan, we didn't know you were doing that. We didn't know you were doing that. So it was very important for us to bring Lele to the fore, Lele, because she put the schedules together. She is a beast, y'all. She literally, not only did she's doing social media, but because we're so busy, we needed a project management system. She came in and literally took that over and making us organized, making me more organized, because we want to make sure the product that we're giving still has that stamp and professionalism that One and Only is known for. So it was so funny. Lele said this. She was like, I know God bless me, bless you to connect with me. She said, but I think God also got me to bless you, because it was such a need that I need as far as organization, trying to just go to that next level, because the person who's my right hand, Terry, my cousin, she, basically family is first with all of us. And so her taking care of my Aunt Irene is top priority for all of us. So literally, praying to say, bring me a team that can really work side by side, that void will never be replaced, but also help me just keep the train going. So that is something that is true to me. So I just so what you don't know about is Chicago politics, right? And I'm still learning it.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about this one is that it's a lot of people that I know that are running this year, for all different type of stuff.
So how do you feel about that?
It's hard because they're all good people. You know what I mean? They're all good people, and it's I want all of them to win.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted that? You want everybody to win?
No, definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
And so just seeing even with, I know who I definitely, in certain races I'm just they gonna win. Carrie Steele, she's definitely gonna win. Y'all make sure y'all go vote for Carrie. Carrie is running for, I think it's the tax assessor that basically make sure our taxes and all that stuff is cool.
That's important.
So Carrie Steele. I think one of the biggest advocates I am for, because I've seen him in front of the cameras, off the cameras, is Alderman David Moore. He's in Inglewood, and he's running for Secretary of State.
Wow.
And then, but it's when you get to that congressman seat you don't know these people, Bobby Rush, but that congressman seat, I think I know the whole clan, everybody that's in it. So that's the hard one.
It's going to be a hard decision for you.
You have the Jonathan Swains, you have the Sharice Williams, you have Pat Dow. You have some amazing people that have been doing amazing work for that. So I just believe when I see good people, I always tell people I don't do politics, I do people. So I see what you're doing beyond the camera and not just in front of the camera or just doing stuff. You do it intentionally,
Definitely. And I feel one thing that I learned from you and from the one and only team is that you hold purpose.
Yeah.
So that would translate to politics as well.
Exactly.
So,
there you go.
yeah.
Look at you, Layla. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me get this right because, Tennille got to get Carrie K. Steele for assessor. But that's like the tax assessor, right? That's what that means, the tax assessor, because that's what people got to know, the tax. Because with assessor, we don't, like I would say, oh, she for the tax. So when I look on the ballot, I'll be looking for her name for tax. I wouldn't look for assessor. And that's for all of us that are not heavily, is that we look for like keywords and names.
Definitely.
So all y'all got to remember is Carrie.
That's the name, y'all.
Yes, Carrie. Just when you see Kari,
that's the name.
That's the name. Just remember that name.
Yeah.
And that Congress, that's a hard one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, property taxes. That's what you want. The property taxes. That's when you see Carrie name, think of taxes and say yes, because sometimes the taxes get ridiculous. And I am, just so y'all know, I am not saying this because this May's wife. I'm saying this because Carrie is cool as heck. Like she's always been, and sometimes I be looking at her like, May's for real. But no, she is a sweetheart, and they're the yin and yang, but real talk, she really cares and all that kind of stuff. So that's enough politics for me. What about you?
I said yes, because to be honest, like you said, you talk about people, not politics, because I don't know politics.
Right.
Still trying to figure it out. English.
So me and Lele, we all went to a Chicago Fire soccer game.
Yes, we did.
We went there and we were doing some good work with the Chicago Fire. And I have to admit, I actually got into the soccer.
I told you.
I got
soccer
into
is the best sport in the world.
And it's huge in Brazil.
It is.
It's huge in Brazil. And Chicago team is actually doing very well. Mm-hmm. They're doing very well. And, Ms. Lele, she was, when we were there, she was rooting for the Brazil. And, I had to
okay, let me explain, okay? Because, I'm always going to root for Chicago. Come on. I'm from Chicago now, okay?
You rooted for them, but, for maybe 2 minutes, you was going the other way. Definitely. You were going the other way.
Okay, can I explain? It was just because the other team, which we're not going to talk about it because there's a lot of Brazilian players and I'm biased. So I was like, okay, let's support my Brazilian players. But they didn't play well.
They didn't play well. No, they didn't play well.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I have to root for Chicago now. That's my thing.
So it is literally, guys, Chicago is going to, Chicago is really seeing events coming back, seeing the hotels opening. I always say is that, there are so many other businesses that are thriving during the COVID and, shout out to them and stuff like that. But to see your friends and to see people that you've seen struggle and stress out, and even people that are literally trying to get back on their feet now because they had such a devastating hit, to see it all coming back. I always say, like my mother said, you reap what you sow. And I think now seeing that, our phone is ringing off the hook with just recommendations, recommendations. And so the one thing I always tell people is that as long as you stay in your purpose, and it's okay to stay in your lane, but it's okay to also make sure that lane gets into, instead of one lane, make it become 4 lanes. Exactly. You know what I mean? That lane can get wider.
Exactly. You have to be committed to what God gives you first, and then of course it's gonna expand.
Oh yeah. Definitely gonna expand. And wait, y'all don't know, earlier I said Lele, she sings too. Let me tell y'all about her, how I fell in love with Lele. Lele's first of all, her resume was amazing. I like resumes to talk without you being in the room. And then she, on top of that, because if you know our events world, it's all about what you see. And that's what people have to understand, is that even in politics, events, whatever, you can talk over a mic, but no matter what people see, they subliminally see that's what they're going to believe. And so when she said, can I send you my introduction video? Her introduction video was only about 3 minutes?
Yeah.
It was only about 3 minutes. And I felt like I had an instant connection with you. I learned everything and who she wanted to be. And I'm like, okay, I have to have this girl on my team.
God.
I called Janito. I'm like, talk to her now. She cannot go anywhere else. She is definitely one and only through and through.
And it was the whole story, it was so funny because I was in Puerto Rico when we interviewed, and I was like, well, I know now how she is and how she rolls. I was like, this interview is not happening. What is happening? Like, I've been like waiting like a day, 2. Is she gonna talk to me? Like, really? And then he was God. He was God, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. I don't know what I'm. Like I said, I didn't know what was that what it all about. But thank you so much for giving me this chance. I'm so excited to be part of this team, because like I said, I see purpose in you, and you are like a family with all of your team. So I'm just grateful, and shout out to my guy in Brazil who did the video.
He did it. Do you want to come to Chicago? No,
we're gonna bring him.
He was amazing on that video. Real talk, he was amazing on that video. And the thing about it is that I just want to make sure, like, seeing people like Maze and his shows, seeing things however we can support, like, we continue to do those things. So that's why, like, it was very important for the One and Only team for y'all to come out this early in the morning, to actually come out and make this happen. You know, like, make the One and Only team. Like, I was surprised y'all got up.
Me too. But I'm so great. I'm so grateful for the Maze show. Jackson show is so good. I'm so happy to be here and to tell a little bit about my history and about me with you and One and Only.
Yeah, so and we're hiring too. We're gonna be doing some internships. We're gonna be hiring because, like I said, we want to make sure. So, like, for those that are listening, I believe in making sure we touch the youth, young adults, you know, adults my age, and I don't ever call them senior. I call them the seasoned, because I believe those are seasoned people. We believe in making sure, like, we give opportunities to everybody, and even if it's like just at our events, we do some volunteers. We don't do a lot of volunteers because our demand is really high. So trying to have volunteers, they probably run out on us. They'll run out on us. They'll be like, now our internships are different because with internships, you're literally learning the ins and outs of One and Only. And you definitely got to sign an NDA because we do some very private things that can't get out. But yeah, we definitely want to make sure. We're serious,
y'all.
We're serious. Like, we are very, 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 very serious. I wonder, on your way here, did you see any of the lines from Willie Wilson? Did you see any gas? Did you have any problems getting here?
No, not really.
No.
It was just like, okay.
Well, you were coming from the West Loop, so you probably didn't nobody need no gas over there because mostly everybody.
But it's crazy though.
It is.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting a car. I was just like, maybe not right now.
Oh my God, this has been a great. You be like me. We're not like Maze. We're not seasoned in this like Maze. We'll stop and start reading the screen like, what they saying over there?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. Right. I think I need glasses.
No,
and I'm 23 years old. Come on now.
You're a baby.
Yeah.
You are a baby. I'm thinking that we go over. So we went over Celebrate Rose. We went over Lollapalooza.
Yeah, we did.
We went over Go Next.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Did we miss it?
We had. I think we covered the main
ones.
And it's so nice to see how, like you were saying about the transition with the pandemic and everything, and like see now the future, and like even the present with One and Only. So it's such a reason to be grateful for, because it was hard. And
it was. I was about to be out there with a shaker board saying we'll work for, I don't know, some water. I don't know. It got real quick. So to see everybody, to see this mask mandate lifted, to see doing events safely, like to see all the hard work and to see people working, and it's like, shout out to let me tell y'all, when y'all doing y'all events, make sure you look at the Black companies that are doing it. From the sound, you can look at Sounds of Authority with Ernie Green. You can look at, of course, One and Only as far as production, but you can look at the Eve who has her event company. There's like so many different facets. So from your social events to your big events, like you have so many companies, even when it comes to your your photo moments and stuff like that. Always reach back and just literally say, what can I do to support someone that looks like me, right? And somebody was saying, you know, our page, it's Juan, Juan, and AND only events. So anything on Instagram and Facebook is Juan, Juan, and only events. And Lele is doing a great job of making sure that stuff is updated. And then we're also revamping our website as well.
Yeah.
But we're making sure, you know, Quincy, who is my business partner, shout out to Quincy, because everything you guys see visually, that is my rock. And yeah, he is like the amazing Quincy. But we'll be updating, making sure the upcoming things that we have are on the website. So sometimes you're like, oh, they're not posting something right now, because we have so many things that's coming out, so many festivals, so many events that are coming out that we want you to support. But everything, get your tickets for Summerfest, Celebrate Rose, Inglewood is free, Go for Next is free, but Stellar Awards in Atlanta, all this stuff, like definitely go and support all these things and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned, because all events are going to be packed.
The Heineken Red Stars are going to be, we doing one Heineken. So one of the Heineken Red Star also is going to be the day after your graduation, because your graduation is the 14th or
the
14th.
14th, yeah.
And then the 15th, we're going to do a Heineken Red Star on a Sunday. And then we're going to do it again for the Summerfest and bring some experiential stuff to that as well. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Oh, Terry wants us to do the website, www.juanandonlyevents.com. Yeah,
that's the website, guys.
Yeah, and then at Juan and Only. Look at Terry up. Just go ahead, Terry and Tennille.
Yeah,
they just like making sure we say this right, and then always can continue. You know what Maze is doing. This is a whole production. Like this is an investment. So make sure y'all keep supporting Maze and what he's doing here. With Black Radio, Black online radio, Black radio, all that kind of stuff. Because I mean, I'm looking at all this gear.
I'm distracted. I'm trying to like concentrate on what you're saying, but the structure here, guys, is so amazing. And yeah, like is the real? Is there a deal?
Right? it was so funny to see everybody's reaction walking in, because literally, in one and only fashion, they literally thought they were coming just to cheer me on. Lele thought you was just coming to just video. And literally, like, honestly, having them a part of the show and you all seeing this, like what you guys saw today is literally the genuine synergy of the team. Like they literally was just coming to like just literally like boom, 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 like, hey Juan, congratulations. They didn't know they were a part of the show, but to know me is like, if I'm bringing my team, I always say I'm Juan, but that and that and is it a strong and.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you are a family, so everything that Juan, and I'm here for 2 months, so that's crazy. Like I already see everything, but like you said, like the and is so present, and I can see that, because let me tell you something about Juan. And I just met her, like it's like been what, 2-3 months.
2 months. Well, we talked January and I hired you February 1st.
Yeah. So like this woman, she is the real deal.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She uplifts people around her, and I can see that. Everybody that I talk, she's like, Juan, oh my God, she did this to me, and like I feel so blessed, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, wow, really, I feel like God put you in my life, and maybe God put me in your life too. But yo, she's the best, and I don't know, I just, when it comes to you, and like the word that comes to my mind is like genuine. Yeah, you have a pure heart, and people sometimes be mean with that, but you can see the real ones, and I don't know, you are one of them.
Oh, I appreciate. No, I really, and I promise y'all, I ain't pay her to do that. Like she literally,
she actually did. Kidding.
No, this is no real talk. Like literally, I always say spirits connects to the right spirits, and that's the things that you want to make sure. And so your spirit literally aligns with everything that we're doing in One and Only in order to grow. Because this is the thing that I don't know if other people out there with your jobs and with your businesses, is that a lot of it now is that people don't come in to help grow your company, they come and steal your ideas and try to take it.
Yeah.
And I want Juan and Only to grow where you're running the social media, you're running the operations of the company. I want to be able to step aside to say, okay, you come and take this over and and know that I can entrust that. And I can't have people that literally is trying to take my seat or take our ideas and try to go replicate them, which you can't replicate. You can't replicate what God gave us. However, I rather work 20 hours, 30 hours a day, even though it's not 30 hours in a day, but I would rather work all of that to protect my brand than to give it to somebody that literally is coming in to snatch it. So those who are serious about helping businesses grow, it's just like that church mentality where everybody got to have their own church. So you got 6 churches on one block, then all them 6 churches getting together and say, let's build a collab. Big collab. You know what I mean? Yeah. So instead of trying to do your own thing, sometimes see where you can help something grow. Use your talent to help something grow. And so I don't want to be in that box where I want you to come in. I don't want people to just know Juan. I want people to know Lele. I want people to know Maya. I want people to know Tanasha. I don't want you to just know me because I am only me with y'all. You feel me?
Yeah, but that's why I say about purpose, because when you think about other people and uplifting other people, you're gonna uplift yourself. That's a consequence. That should be that shouldn't be a goal. But when you have all people collaborating together, you can create something great that's gonna be for generational.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Generational wealth is key, and generational wealth to me is not just financial. It's mental, it's spiritual, it's cultural, it's everything that you're growing. And so I just always employ people is that. Stop looking at this social media that you got to be the one in front of the camera and learn sometimes being that one in the back of the camera is even more successful than the one in front of the camera, but help lift it to grow. Like you can grow, just grow.
Because every part makes part of the whole, you know. And sometimes, like you say, people just focus on what they can see, but with all the events that we do, there's always like so many companies behind that support us, like Sounds of Authority and many other companies that work with us that make the whole event happen. You know, so that's
and to that point, like I just want to make sure, like when we did Lollapalooza, to see Lollapalooza, we were literally probably the most diverse crew. Like, you know, we have Mary Tess, who is Asian. We have Renee, who's white. We have, you know, Brazil. Like we have, I wanted Juan and Only to look like what the world should look like. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with it being black led.
Ooh, we have a caller.
We have a oh, hey caller, who the caller? Hey caller.
You have to inconvenience those, but hello? Yes. How you doing? This is Leo. Man, just overwhelmed with what you ladies are putting together and what you have done thus far. So I'm an educator and I have some students that are in college and they're videographers and DJs and these things. I wanted to know what is the process for young people becoming a part of what you guys do or kind of getting that experience. They always talk to me about, Mr. Young, help us become a part of what's going on in the city. And so what you guys offer and the energy, it just comes across from you guys so powerfully. So I would love to know how to direct young people to get involved with what you're doing.
Well, I would say probably emailing you, right?
Right.
Like email
social
One
and only sorry.
Go ahead.
Social at oneandonlyevents.com. So I don't know, like just email us and then tell the experience about the people that you want to bring, and then we can have conversations.
Yeah, and we may just want to probably like Lele schedule a time for us. If I can't get on, it's hard for me to go in person right now because my schedule is all over the place. But maybe set up a Zoom or something where we can talk to the kids and either like get some of them on. So are they videographer? What all do they do? Are they trained? Or
well, I taught them. I taught them in high school, so they're in college now. They're like, they've been doing them. They've got a lot of work out here, but they're always talking to me about helping them become a part of events. So I heard you guys, listening. I listen to Maze every day. So, and hearing you, I just wanted to, connect them to what you guys are doing. Cause it sounds like you guys are, you got your hands full, but you're about, bringing forth great events and more so connecting people. And so I wanted to just have them be a part of some of that energy.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely connect with Lele, because we're now in the process of getting more videographers, getting more photographers, because
so we can talk about the portfolio and see what your people can do
and
collaborate and maybe an internship or just like a partnership to see what
we can do. Yeah, because the crazy thing is that fortunately, like a lot of our videographers and photographers, because of the events they do with us, they get busy and they can't always do our stuff. So with everything I said, with growing, we want to, I mean, if you got some students that got an eye or even can be trained to enhance their eye, I always tell people my photographer, I have two main photographers, but both of them, Greg, who started off with me doing $5 pictures, now is doing all amazing work, printing and stuff like that. And then Jeff, who started off, I just saw him and he had just gotten started he was only a year into and I just met him, saw his shot, and now he's a Getty Image approved photographer and doing stuff all over the world. So we're always looking for more young people, like I said, all people that has an eye, because we definitely need that content is important. They will work hand in hand with Lele, who handles our social media, and getting them shot lists and understanding how to do that. And the cool thing about it is that from Jeff to Greg and all of them, they kind of know how we roll. So in that space, they will be able to talk to them and say, this is how Juan and Only likes it, and what our clients expect and what we expect as far as recaps.
Love that.
Yeah, so definitely
love that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for calling.
That was good. We had a caller.
I feel important. Hey.
Yes. What you doing that for? We got another caller?
Oh my God.
We got
We're
two
famous
callers.
now.
Okay. Hey, caller. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
Hi, we can hear you.
Caller?
Yes?
Hey, caller. Hey, this is May. Good morning, ladies.
Hey, May.
Did he just say caller? He's called y'all callers.
Right, he called us the caller.
The callers.
Right, I'm like, that's why we were so confused.
He said callers?
Okay. Funny. Hey, guys, I just wanted to call you and tell you thank you today for putting on a great show. Juan, I know that this is not something that you always doing radio, and I know you didn't read your text, but I think you did a great job today filling in. I want to thank Juan and Only Events for also being involved, coming out today as well. Your whole team, Juan, you do so much for the industry and for people that is both public and private that people don't understand. And I also just want to say thank you to you for being my friend through thick and thin. I remember when we first started, and I think I've been through a lot of stuff, and people say a lot of different things, but consistency and always being just a true friend means a lot. So I just wanted to tell you thank you today for filling in for me and how much it means. And I still think that my other graphic was a better one.
Your other graphic was not the better
thank you to you all.
No, thank you. No, that other graphic, I'd have been like, people like, what they doing on this show today? Love you, Maze. You know we love you. You know I love you. Like they say, to the grave. Hey. This is two-part. I'm listening to two of them now, and on my list of tea is just Juan. Oh, so just so you know, it's Juan and Only. So just Juan and Only, www.juanandonlyevents.com, and at Juan and Only on the socials, right?
Yeah. It's Juan and Only Events.
Oh, on the social as well. See, look at correcting me and all that good stuff. This has been like great.
I know.
I mean, so let me tell y'all, that was just literally a production. Like I said, we had to do stuff on the fly. And me and Maze don't know I was doing this huge load in with a huge project that's coming to the South Side. Y'all gonna learn about it soon. I signed an NDA. I can't tell y'all now, but we've been loading in and getting these contracts ready. And so I did miss his text saying it's the One and Only Takeover, but I didn't know the takeover meant like hosting.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, we don't talk radio shows, so we don't know that the takeover meant.
It's the first time I've been
because I even text y'all, say, hey, come over to One on, and y'all thought the same thing, right? Yeah. We didn't.
But that just go with like the One and Only vibe. We never knew what we were signing up,
and we just make it work.
It's always great.
We always make it work. We came up with our little notes. We read the hot topics on Facebook. That's where we got our news from and all that good stuff. So no, this has been amazing. Yeah. And so for you all, like we told you guys what One and Only is doing, but I also want to let you guys go and enjoy Chicago. Like Chicago got so much stuff going on, from the restaurants to the shopping to the events. And like, if you want to follow some, like who's doing what, you go to Do 312. They got there's a Facebook, Instagram. They're always telling you what Chicago is doing. You can also go to, who else got some telling you about content? I'm thinking Do 312, One and Only page, DK's.
Okay.
Which is all the city stuff that's coming out. They are all like event driven things that you guys can go and do. And real talk, like it's a thing called Chicago Bucket List.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That bucket list and Choose
too.
Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah. But that Chicago Bucket List is popping. Oh, we got another caller. Hey, caller.
Good morning. How are you guys?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Why, you don't know my voice?
No, Terry, we didn't know your voice. You was like, good morning. How are you guys? Hello, Wataj.
I know you're supposed to have a morning radio voice. Just wanted to say great job, ladies. Juan, you forgot to mention that One and Only does do lectures. The team is very diverse. The team does actually go to school and speak to aspiring students and stuff like that. So didn't want to forget that.
Don't forget, and you can email Watejery at One and Only to schedule that. Yeah. Terry has been our huge community person, so everything you see with One and Only doing in the community, Terry has been a huge piece of that. And so we had to, with her, taking care of, her mom. We also have Juliet that's coming to the team. We also have another person that we're looking to come to the team to assist in that area, because we take our community very, very, very seriously. And so we are making sure that with Terry, taking a step back from that part will not be voided.
Yeah, definitely.
So thank you, Terry.
Yeah, nothing will be void. Everything that you need, God has already provided. So because you've sown great seeds in so many areas, God will make sure that nothing is ever missing and nothing is ever lacking. So it's great to see the team expanding. Renee, she's in the comments, she's chatting it up. So different team members have been popping in and out. So just saying, have a great morning, and it's just great to see you all. And One and Only is back, and Lele is definitely what you needed. God did send you to Lele Juan.
Amen.
Trust me, she's been an angel in disguise. So absolutely, But what comes from the heart reaches the heart. You've given out love. You've sown so many seeds. And even like today, how you've been pushing other Black businesses, like Maze is saying, what's in it for the Black people, being able to uplift other Black and brown businesses, and even mention them even now, you know what I'm saying? Like talking about other events company like Eve, things like that. Just blessings come because there's enough food out here for everybody to eat. We don't have to step on each other's toes. We can promote everybody's business. You know what I'm saying? Of course, come to us first, but it's enough business out here for everybody to eat. So that's my 2 cents.
Oh, that was more than 2 cents. No, it's to that point, it really is enough out here for everyone. Yeah. No, Terry, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for love you, cousin. Oh, let me tell you about the most popular event that's going on right now.
Oh, okay.
My mom's 80th.
Oh my God, yes! It's this weekend, y'all.
Yes, y'all. Mary Teague, my mother, is turning 88, and so like I said, we come from the church, and it's going to be, my mother wanted a gospel musical for her birthday, so she is turning 80. It's going to be at 4:00 on Saturday at Miracle Revival Center. So if any of y'all want a true church experience, you gonna get it. Like we got, we love choirs, we love the hip slappers, everybody call them the quartets. It's gonna be a little bit of everything there, just to come and show love on my mother. So to know me is to know that I am truly a reflection of my mom. My siblings are a true reflection of our mom and our dad, and to be able to celebrate her on this weekend It's going to be a huge. And thanks to all my family and friends that did the tribute for her that we'll be showcasing on that. But yeah, she's turning 80. I still can't believe she's turning 80 because she, like, I know that's what I'm going to be at 80 because she does not sit down at all. Yeah. My mom does not. You would think she's 55 easily.
No, I believe it. I haven't met her yet, but I do believe it. Just from energy that Juan is, I can feel that.
Yeah.
So this event's going to be open to the public?
Yes, it's open to the public. Well, I am not really the planner of this. My baby brother James is. Yeah. However, you know, he to know Jamie, my brother is the spoiled. Like, he's the baby and he is definitely spoiled.
Family trauma right now, guys.
And we're trying to understand how is that all of us are grown, but we listening to this the spoiled one who won't call us and tell us what's going on and only text us. He's spoiled. But we still, I mean, at the end of the day, we all gone. But Jamie, that James Teague, and he has a heart of gold. That's the funny part. He has a heart of gold. But when I say he gets spoiled, our grandmother, Big Mama, spoiled him. Woo! But it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be amazing and stuff like that. And shout out to Tiasha from Balloon Queens that's gonna be doing all the balloon. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be spirit filled time. So I'm excited for this weekend. Nice. My nieces, everybody's coming in town for my nieces, my cousins. So it's gonna be a good time to really, like I said, 2022 opening up after the pandemic, to not only have a great event in LA to open it up, but then to have such a historical moment like this from a mom turning 80th and everybody coming in town. So some of us haven't seen each other in 2.5 years. So it'll be a great time.
A great reunion,
Great. It's a family reunion.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I like about Juan. Is like a mix of everything, you know. It's just like big, small, personal, community events. So like, I don't even, when people ask me, well, what's this company that you're working? Well, I'm still learning because it's like so every day is different, and that's what I like. Because, like you said, you just want to uplift the community, and uplifting your community also means uplifting your family and staying close together. So I'm really happy and excited for you for this event that we're planning. You know,
it's gonna be. Are you ready for the year though?
I'll get back to you with that one, okay? I can say I'll be ready. Yeah,
you will be ready.
You get ready as you go, though.
You do get ready as you go.
There's no planning with Juan and all. There's no planning.
I hope I see so many people out there because it's Chicago is just nothing like summertime shot. There's nothing like summertime.
Yep,
summer,
and that's why I stay, even though the winter is hard. The summer like pays it off, you know,
baby. I'm gonna have to do a couple deep detox cleanses and stuff like that because I can't be chunky with these 2 chins coming into the summer.
Oh yeah,
I know. I gotta get like you. I gotta get like you, Maya. I'm already cute, but I gotta get fabulous.
No, you're Riis. You come on.
I just need I just want to be able to just walk and not get tired. So I gotta get that. You know, literally. Doing events, you would really have to be in shape because you literally have to sometimes go 12, 13 hours without sitting down. So I'm really excited about it. I'm excited. I hope, I know this show is just such a different platform for the Maze Jackson show, but I hope we came in Thursday to really just kind of uplift you, let you know what's going on in the city, and kind of, we threw a little politics in there. We threw a little bit of that.
As you should,
As we should. But, we be so busy. I barely watch the weather.
Yeah, no, I have to see it every day because I don't know. One day is hot, like Monday was hot, and now it's like cold again. So it's just like a mix of everything.
Yeah, and your body's not used to it yet.
I mean,
it's getting there.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get used to this cold.
Right.
Yeah, no, yeah. But like you're saying, that's so good that we are here, and I do appreciate the Maze Jackson. Sorry guys, it's the accent. The Maze Jackson show, because it's a really big opportunity for us to be here and just like. We just want to say thank you, right?
Yeah. And then shout out to leaders. I don't know, y'all know Corey Gelke. They came out with these new Chicago leader shirts for the summer and stuff like the hoodies and stuff like that. Oh wait, I got their new K-Swiss on too. Let me show y'all these. This is a black owned company too. Hold on, let me show y'all my new K-Swiss.
Nice.
Y'all see them?
Pow! Wow.
Boom, boom, boom. Yes. And then you see you got the Chicago at the bottom.
That's
boom.
so cool.
Yeah, so go down to Leaders. It's in West Loop. Or you can buy it online and stuff like that. So, yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, make sure to support the community.
Support. Oh, yeah, them the new K-Swiss. Oh, look at Chicago at the bottom. Everybody, Joe Freshgood, they've been teaching me about, and Corey been teaching me about the sneaker culture here in Chicago. That is huge.
Mm-hmm.
That is huge. That's going on and stuff like that. This has been great.
Yeah, I love that.
Are you hanging with me the rest of the day? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Tara just said, get ready for the 30,000 steps per day. Yep.
Yes,
man.
Yes. Carrie, you can go to Leaders. They got them online, or you can go pick them up from the store. But they super dope. Yeah, you go, Carrie. You can walk around and be like, yes, Miss Tax Successor. Boom. You be like, boom. Lift that foot up. Instead of Louboutin, you lift up this.
That's cool.
Chicago foot sole. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It is. So don't forget, follow us
on One and Only Events.
Follow Maze Jackson.
Please
on the
do.
Maze Jackson Show. Follow his posts and all that good stuff. And look at me. I'm like doing
She's appreciating herself. I love that.
Look at
the ponytail.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know, when I saw your ponytail in LA, I was like, okay, I gotta get a ponytail next.
That was like on Amazon. So, but you're fancy. You're fancy.
I know. She said
no.
That was an Amazon ponytail.
Yeah. You'll be surprised with the things that I found.
How did you find it to look that cute off Amazon? You just
a lot. Wow, we have a caller, yo.
All right, caller. What's up, caller? Hello.
Hi.
Yo. What up, Duke?
Who is this?
Who else called you Duke?
Duke? I don't know.
It's cute.
You said Duke. You didn't say dude. You said something. You saying Duke. I'm like, who is Duke? You saying dude.
I recognized you. I was like,
I didn't hear you say dude. I'm like, oh, nobody call me Duke. I'm like, dude, I got a cousin named Duke. Thank you. This is my business partner.
What's up?
Business partner. Everything y'all see, One and Only, all the events that y'all see, that literally is Quincy behind the scene. It'd be so funny when people come to me and say, we got our own graphics person.
Design,
and I'm sitting up there like, I don't think y'all understand. Me and Quincy sometimes be up 11, 12, 1 o'clock. I mean, the hours that we do to make these things great. I can't ever work with a designer hours end at 5.
Yeah.
It is only
don't work like that.
It is only One and Only Quincy Graphics by Design. So yes, that is the Quincy.
Hey.
Yeah. We listening.
I just have to call in and tell you I'm super duper proud of you, dude, and keep doing what you're doing, and God is gonna continue to bless you because you got a great heart. Lele, welcome to the madness.
Thank you.
And hey, we're back, man. We're here.
We back.
We're here.
We back.
I had to call in. You already know what I'm doing. So.
I know you're already working out. Quincy works out 6 days a week. Like I know, I can't talk to Quincy. Well, I can because I'd be like, I know you're working out, but first thing I'd be like, tell Leslie hi. And then I'd be like, I need to help, do this and stuff like that. But no, shout out to Quincy and Leslie. Them is the Banks, which is family. Me and Quincy been business partners for over 20 years. Whew. Can you believe that? Has it been 20?
The original Banks before Will Smith.
Yeah.
Before Fresh Prince.
Philadelphia, born and raised.
Yes, and his company is Graphics by Design. So definitely follow him. Graphics by Design. It's spelled differently. GRAPHIX like X-ray by Design by BYDZINE. So Graphics by Design. And if you want to put it in the chat, you could do that, Quincy. Let's see. Where we at? Oh, shoot, we got 3 minutes. 3 minute, the 3 minute countdown. So, you know what? You funny because we supposed to do like 2 more commercial breaks and you just went straight through.
Y'all was talking so good. I ain't want to interrupt y'all. Do y'all thing.
So we supposed to have 2 commercial breaks.
It's supposed to be one more, but I was so smooth. We got 2 more minutes, Then Maze called and gave y'all, little heads up. Like, man, it was a good job. So I'll let y'all go ahead and roll, man.
So did we do good?
Yeah. inform the people. So if nobody is outside this summer, you can't say they ain't had nothing to do, because you came down there, you ran off the list on all type of events, and not just for the young, for the old, for all type of, even in different towns. You was even promoting the event in LA. I mean, in Atlanta. So man. So y'all get out there. I know we've been in there for 2 years, 2.5 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get out, still be safe. But I think it was real good. It was a little change to the show, which we all need, like a little fresh air. But I think it was real good today.
Well, thank you.
Your crew really came in, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When she first came in here, she was looking like, "What, Maze?" I'm like, you really busy. This man ain't been here all week. You know what I'm saying? So I text Maze. I'm like, "Maze, she by herself, and she ain't know she by herself." He was like, "That's fine. Just let her roll." So I hit the button. But then with your team, that's the reason why you have a good team. Your team came in, filled in. Another on the spot trainer. You see how she do you again? She just put, she walked in.
That's my first time in the radio ever. I never did this, even in my country, my language. So
I said, "Are you getting?" I said, "Are you getting on?" She was like, "I don't know. I can't." So next thing you know, she's like, "No, I'm just trying to bring the coffee, and look what happened." Now she on it. So it's all good, man. I definitely appreciate, like all the things. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get some, some little backstage passes, like, he puts the boards for me. That's why I'm like, but I appreciate y'all.
No, thank you so much. Like I said, they do stuff on the cuff. That's why Juan and Only is fabulous, because they had no idea. They literally thought they was coming to just cheer me on, and y'all end up being a part of the show.
Oh my God.
That's what that's and crazy. Is that Juan and there we go. That was the Juan, and this is the Juan and Only show.
Yeah, that's it. We took over
for Maze Jackson. So Maze, thank you for giving us this platform. Thank you for including us. Thank you for reminding me and really the team coming out and helping me, because I wouldn't have gotten through these 3 hours without y'all. So that's how I can't get through any of my events without them. So now you see that chemistry and why we all work well together, because any ball I throw at them, let's roll with it. So
before we go, the people on here would like for you to say goodbye in your language.
Oh my God. Oh, nice. It's like Spanish, so it's like adios. Ciao, ciao. We like to say ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. Okay.
Thank you. Obrigada.
They say what's in it for the black people in your language.
Say what?
What's in it for the black people in your language?
Okay. O que tem pro pessoal que é negro?
Okay, that's what we need. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Yeah.
We out.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happening in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. For Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke.